work that you guys do. And I know that it took a lot of effort for you guys to translate this training to work online. And I must say that even as we began, I was like, oh my gosh, are we going to manage to do the group sessions? Are we actually going to pick up the, the learnings that we need to learn? But you know what? It's been amazing. I mean, we've had, guys from Johannesburg and guys from Cape Town. And, of course, the rest of us in Kenya would have met in the training room anyway. But it's been so amazing. The effort that you put into bringing the international speakers, and just, just being there when we asked all the million questions, just really, truly lots of love and light from me for all this effort. I know there's a number of guys on this team who, because of COVID, the work situations changed and their employers might not necessarily have paid for their these sessions as they were planning to do in April. So there's guys who've had to, make personal payments for this training. And I believe that it's really been, worth that extra money, and all the things that we learned, we will be able to translate them. To Purity, yeah, you're awesome for making this happen and for not giving up because of COVID. Love, 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 Purity. There was a lot of conversation around, oh my gosh, it's not going to happen in April. What does that mean? Some of us had put it in our training needs, for the year, and all of that stuff. So thank you, Purity. The ICX Secretariat is very, very lean. And I think right now she's probably almost working by herself, because her colleague is on maternity. So yes, much love to Purity. And to everyone else that I got to meet here, yeah, it was an honor. I want to do a special shout out to Oro in our team. Yeah, he was amazing. So I know we picked on him quite a bit, for being the boy child there. But yeah, thank you everyone, and I hope to get to meet you all in everything that we do and sharing even after this class. Thank you.
Chantel, can I say something?
Absolutely, go for it.
Oh, okay. On behalf of the CA team here, Communications Authority of Kenya, my colleagues, everyone else, this was an awesome experience. Thank you so much, like the former speaker has said, for all the effort that went into making these presentations. Some of the tools, working tools for some of us were quite a challenge, but we've now gotten the hang of it. Thank you so much, ICX, for making this happen. And it's a good thing and a bad thing that you weren't able to come, for example, to Kenya to do this training. But it's also a good thing that you weren't able to come, so we learned how to use these tools, how to interact, engage, etc. As a team leader where I work, I commit to really taking the challenge to trying to make the customer journey more pleasurable, putting the customer experience right in the middle of design, whether it's procedures or processes. So I commit to trying to be a better team leaders. On behalf of my colleagues, Juma, Caroline, Josephine, and everybody else, Nancy, we really say thank you to ICX and to Chantel and her wonderful team. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you for giving so much gratitude to your colleagues. That's amazing.
Thank you, Chantel. I have been around the world. I'm almost your age, Chantel, and have never met such a sweet soul. You actually make me emotional to imagine that there can be so much love in a human being that touches so many other, even at a time that we are all transitioning with these COVID-19 challenges. And as we sit here, we see a ray of hope. To many people, the COVID-19 just shut down life, even how to figure out to work. how to go on, how to see. It's like everybody's dreams were shut down. And you're right here and pulling all this energy and showing us that, yes, we are still the candle. We are still the light that is left when everything else is lost. I want to say to this team that much as I'm in the corporate world, I'm actually a servant of God. I'm a pastor. And I want to speak a blessing to brand love, because love is the nature that God defines himself to us. And only love can touch others with love. And Chantel, you live this. You live it, you breathe it. And I can't fail to thank your husband for the support, for you to be who you are and the way you touch us. He definitely has touched you too and supported you all along. And may the Lord, who loves all of us, love you more and keep loving you more. And may his love be manifested in your life, in your children, in all members of Brand Love. In the name that is above every other name, may it be your portion, that even as we go along and light up other lives and light up our organization, that this shall be a testimony that it is possible to love and be loved and love more. God bless you so, so much. Amen.
Really, I appreciate that. Now you've got me in tears.
Chantel.
Yes.
I'm so emotional right now. I literally have nothing else to add without repeating myself. But I was just thinking, when you were saying that I should pass all these lovely words to the board, they're actually here. Like, 2 of our board members actually took the class themselves, Lois and Steve. So if they want to say 1 or 2 things, it would be great. So then I don't have to pass it to them. Like, they're literally here listening to what you had to say.
Maybe I could go first on this. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Chantel, I think like everybody else, when COVID hit and we were not so sure how to put this together as a board, and some of the conversations we had earlier on and challenging Purity. Purity is a powerhouse. She's a particularly young lady, but we also get challenged by what she's able to put together. So on behalf of the ICX board, I'll just wanted to say thank you. I'll pass it also to Lois for 2 things. Mine is this, I think we've gotten a lot more than we could have been able to get if this was actually a physical class. The engagement has been dynamic. I've interacted with people, brilliant minds in this CX space. And I want to say thank you, because I know that this is a seed planted. CX has been in this country for years, but I know we are going to do it differently because of the conversations that have begun this week. So on behalf of the board, like I was saying, the first is to say thank you for, I think at the beginning you mentioned that even this platform, the online training platform for Brand Love is like 6 weeks old. So for you to have put it together, interactive, personal, challenging. Some of us have, I think the first night, was it Monday? My dreams are all about CX conversations, which was a bit intense. So thank you for putting it together, but also thank you, Team Brand Love. We have observed you work together. We've observed how this is not theoretical for you. CX is not just this thing that you train, but we've seen you do it also for each other as internal customers to each other. We are challenged to be able to get better in our interactions. But above all, we just want to celebrate. And like Marilyn said, may this just be a drop in the ocean in the impact that you're going to be, not just in South Africa, but spreading across Africa with Kenya. So thank you very much. And our other board member, Lois.
Thank you, Steve. Chantel, thank you so much. I will say this as fast as Lois. You are an answered prayer. Your gift to me was an answered prayer. Yeah, there's something I'd been battling with, and when you give me that gift of 4 hours, I was just like, oh my goodness, thank you. This is how prayers are answered. It's been fun learning from everyone. It's been fun for me as a person, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I've been doing 2 things in this program. I have been learning, but also I've been checking you out. And checking you out from a trainer's perspective, because I do a lot of training and, you know, and stuff like that. I'm really passionate, like I said, about people development. So I've been checking out the facilitation, the online platform, e-learning platform, and it's been so inspirational. Like it's blown my mind off. I used to send chats almost every day to one of your facilitators and just telling them how, when I get into the content on the online platform, like I'm just redoing my business all over again. I actually feel like I should take a time out now for the next 1 week and just go through the content and have a strategy meeting again for my business. And that's how impactful it has been. Everyone has talked about that. So allow me to throw a challenge to us as participants. We've gone through an amazing 1 week, and all of us have testimonies. I think one of the ways to honor this training, not just to brand love, but to honor this training to ourselves, is that even as we prepare for the exams and even as we prepare for the coaching session, could we also be deliberate about getting together to continue creating a platform where we are learning from each other, just like we've been doing here? Because the mandate of ICX has always been to provide a platform that builds capacity for CX professionals. And it's not just in providing trainings like this, but it's in also ensuring that we are a community that is constantly plugging on to one another to find out how are we, where are you at with your journey mapping, what challenges did you come across, so that by the time we are feedbacking to Chantel and her team, we also have been able to do our work. So my challenge for us is, let's find an opportunity after this training to connect. We already have technology, we have the platform created for us. Let's side chat and do that, because you know what? If we do not change the industry in this sector, in this country, if we are not the ones who are, I like this conversation because we've moved from victim, and I hope we all this training will move from the victim CX manager to becoming the change agent, to becoming the one who speaks at the table. And we can only do that if we're constantly feedbacking to one another. So thank you even for your membership at ICX. Thank you for agreeing to take up this program. Thank you for everyone who knocked your boss's doors, for anyone who went and got their own money and did whatever it took to sign up for this program. Even as ICX, we don't take it for granted. Of course, their stories will never tell Chantel, but you know them, and some of them, PVT knows them. But showing up here, we just want to say thank you. And for every facilitator, thank you so much. We've watched you, we've seen how you synchronize, we've seen the power of teamwork. You've shown us your different skill sets, and I hope we're also learning as CX professionals. We don't have to do everything. We can always learn the power of collaboration. So thank you once again, hoping to see you again and to meet with you all over again. But more importantly, I pray that this will not just be a good event, but this will catalyze us into becoming the transformational leaders that we're actually meant to be. Thank you.